Hi, this is Thurmon Thomas with the St. George and Cedar City Centers for Couples and Families. I wanted to share some tips today on assertive communication. One of the things I come across a lot as I meet with couples is that there are some challenges with communication that are quite simple but pervasive in the relationship. In other words, they're kind of easy to spot communication challenges, but they cause big problems. Now with communication, there's typically three general ways that we communicate, three general styles: assertive, passive, and aggressive. Now we're all really shooting for that first one I mentioned, assertive communication, but many times we fall into the pit of being more aggressive or passive. And sometimes people say, well, what about passive aggressive? That kind of falls under that aggressive category as well. Let me just go through a scenario with you that might help illustrate the three communication patterns. Let's assume that my wife and I are getting ready to go out to eat later tonight, and I ask her, where would you like to go out and eat? And she says her favorite restaurant, but I don't really like her favorite restaurant. I'm going to show you how I would respond: passive, aggressive, and then assertive, so to just kind of illustrate the three different communication styles. Okay, so I'm asking my wife, where would you like to go eat? She states the name of the restaurant. I'm going to be passive now. And keep in mind, I don't really want to go to this restaurant. It's not one I really care for. So keep that in mind as I go through these examples. Okay, where would you like to go out to eat tonight? She says the name of the restaurant. I'm being passive now. Oh, okay, sure, sounds good. Let's go there. So that's the passive response. We just kind of give in, we acquiesce. Whatever, sure, it's fine, whatever you want, I'm okay with that. Very passive language is used. The trouble with passive communication is that oftentimes we kind of lose our own rights and desires. We create a lose-win. We lose, they win. And over a long period of time, that can cause us some problems. Okay, now on to the next communication style. Let's do aggressive this time. Hey, where would you like to go out to eat tonight? She tells me the name of the restaurant. I say, you always want to go there. We eat there all the time. You just never really think of where I might want to go. You always say that place, and I think you know I don't really care for it. You notice I use the word you a lot. Very aggressive style of communicating. Oftentimes when we start sentences with the word you, the other person feels in defense, like they're being aggressed against. And that will likely lead to some uncomfortable conversations with she and I the remainder of the evening. Okay, now let's go on to assertive. Where would you like to go out to eat tonight? She says the name of the restaurant. Now I'm being assertive. I don't want to go there, so I'm going to make that clear, but I'm not going to use aggressive language. I will say something like this. You know, I feel like we eat there kind of a lot, and maybe it would be fun to try something new tonight. What do you think? You'll notice with that communication, I've opened the dialogue to try to find a new place to eat without accusing her of being insensitive to me about where she's chosen to go. I'm the one that asked in the first place, right? You'll notice with assertive communication, we try to start with the word I. I statements are very powerful ways to begin an assertive statement without sounding aggressive. And we create in those scenarios a win-win. Now I've opened dialogue with my wife, and we can choose a good place to go out to eat that both of us are happy with, and hopefully the rest of the night can go well. And you noticed with aggressive communication, I've created a win-lose. I want what I want, and you have to lose. You don't get to go where you want. But assertive communication helps us find that balance between the two of us. Now this is a very simple scenario. Going out to eat isn't that big of a deal as far as a big decision in life. It's harder when things are very emotionally driven. So when practicing statements where maybe we're struggling with something, we're frustrated or angry, we need to be assertive. We need to let our partner know that we're struggling, we're having a hard time. And this can be done in the workplace as well, with maybe a boss or a coworker. Starting an assertive statement would sound something like this. I feel angry When? And then you go on and explain what's making you angry. I feel frustrated. I feel sad. And then explain the challenge that you're experiencing. This is a good way to keep the person off of their heels, out of their defensive mode, and a way for you to kind of discuss with them the challenge that you're facing. I hope this has been a helpful tip. Enjoy your day. You can reach out to us at stgeorgefamilies.com or cedarcityfamilies.com. Thanks so much.